Hello, my absolutely beautiful Scorpio friends, and welcome to your horoscope for February of 2023, where Scorpio this month, we get some full steam ahead. We get some movement. One of your ruling planets, in fact, both of your ruling planets are out of retrograde, and that is absolutely fantastic information. So for you, there can be a little bit more vitality. Even just feeling like it's coming back online, that sluggish energy is starting to fall off a bit. We've also got Mercury out of retrograde this month and Venus at the end of the month heading into the energy of Aries, giving a little bit of zhuzh into your life, into your world, and into your daily routine. So I think that this is going to be absolutely a fantastic month for you. Before we jump in here and really talk about all of the good things that are going on this month, Scorpio, I want you to keep in mind that you've got an opportunity to go to the description box of this video and use my code that is in that description box to get $17 off your digital transit calendar from our friends over at Wise Skies Collective. Now, what it is a transit calendar. So 365 days worth of multiple movements of the planets all day long, void of course moons, and little descriptions of what's happening when the planet moves into a different sign, what's happening when the planet's connecting with another planet, and a description of how to use that. Tiffany creates this as a labor of love, and she is giving a discount only to us, the Soulmate Astrology family. So click in the description box down below. Take advantage of the discount. It'll sync right into your calendar. It's so cool because during the day, you know, when the moon goes void of course and you're thinking about making a decision and then you see that the moon's void of course, it's like, well, hold on. Let me just finish up what I'm doing right now. And in a couple hours, I can actually start something new and it'll have better energy. It's a fantastic purchase. So click in the description box down below and take advantage, okay? All right, Scorpio. So a couple things to remember as we're going on and getting into this month. That first of all, we do have forward motion, but we also have a signature of finish things. Let's finish. We've got Saturn in its last little bit of time in the energy of Aquarius before in March, it moves to the energy of Pisces. So we're going to finish some of these very Saturnian lessons that we've been learning for the last couple of years. A lot of them for you have been around home, family, real estate, property, your roots, very fourth house kind of energies. And we've got Pluto finishing up with Capricorn before it moves into the energy of Aquarius just for a short little trip. It'll be back in 2024, okay? But it is again a signature that says finish. Make the decision, have the conversation, decide, but finish things, okay? So just know that that's the energy that we're kind of working with this month. As we're coming into the month here on the 5th, we've got a full moon happening at 16 degrees of Leo. Now, this is happening in the tip top of your chart, so that 10th house. And it's not just career. When we're looking at the 10th house, it is your career. Yes. What do you do? How do you do it? You know, what is the title we call you in public? But also, let's say you're retired or you're unemployed or whatever your situation is. It's also the reputation that goes with your name. And this can be, do we call you grandmother? Do we call you father? Do we call you, public coordinator? What do we call you in public? So this can create a change to your name. Whatever's going on here, the full moon says end, acknowledge, or adjust at an emotional level, something that you maybe need to be talking about. You need to express because some piece of you is maybe out of alignment with what's really authentic and unique for who you are, who you want to be, your individual self. This is not about what's good for everybody else. This is about you. So you're taking kind of a center stage here at this particular full moon. Now, this moon is also in a square to Uranus and that transiting north node over in the energy of Taurus. So this is a square and it is a fixed square. So truly, there could be something ending, acknowledging, or adjusting, and there's some tension in a relationship in your life. And it doesn't mean that it has to get bad, right? It just means you have to start to express yourself. You have to take action. That's what a square is pointing you to. You have to do something in order to express your own emotional needs or what needs to happen in a probably pretty important relationship in your life. Make sure you let me know in the comment section down below what that looks like and how it's manifesting for you. And if you don't know how to find the 16 degrees in your particular chart, I have a video in my description box down below teaching you how to find the active transit fit in your chart, okay? As we get to the 11th, we see Mercury now out of post-retrograde shadow time, so fully moving forward, which means conversations, decisions, information you're receiving, it's all pretty good. It's pretty on track. It's pretty forward moving. And we'll see Mercury move into the energy of Aquarius. And now this is to the other side of where that moon was happening, right? This is about everybody. It lights up your fourth house space, home, family, real estate, property. We've also got the sun obviously shining over here. So as Mercury and the sun are traveling in this same zone for you, you're motivated to make some decisions, but you might have to come at them in an innovative or a new way. Or maybe there are unique or different resources bringing information into your life that you're having to make decisions on. Be prepared to just think out of the box. Get out of your comfort zone with some decisions that you're making, but just know, maybe you're deciding to move. Maybe something's changing in your home zone. But whatever it is around home, family, real estate, property, your roots, your past, you are needing to make some decisions and definitely more conversation. You'll be hearing more from the people around you in those areas, okay? On the 18th, the sun is going to move into the energy of Pisces, and on the 20th, we are going to have a new moon at 1 degree of Pisces. So here, you're going to be planting your seeds of intention, beginning something new in your fifth house. Joy, pleasure, play, conception, taking a risk. Romance is fantastic during this season, but also things that have to do with children. Now, I also do like to think about you as a child to your parent, especially if you are an adult now. Sometimes we can see signatures of something's going on with you and it is impacting your parents, as opposed to when something's happening with your parents and it impacts you, we see that through the fourth house zone. So think about it in that way as well. Either way, with the sun beaming and shining and new moon energy over here, you have the opportunity to make some really significant changes in your life. What do you want to take a risk on? What do you want to express? Do you want to call romance into your life? Do you want to have a different relationship with your children? Are you trying to adopt? Are you trying to foster? What are you doing? Are you stepping in as a step parent? What's going on in the child relationship life? What's going on around joy and pleasure and play for you? Have you made time for it? And in the vibration of Pisces, we're holding a vision, right? You create the vision of what you want here. But also, I think the real challenge that comes with this moon is for you to take on the honest task of being responsible for creating what you want. You participate in it. So it calls a lot of faith to the table. And faith here is not about what you believe, right? I believe that I can manifest this. I can believe that I have this vision for my life and I can make it happen, right? No, it's not just about what you believe. Faith in the energy of Pisces is faith plus trust. So it means you believe that you want this, you call it into your life, but then you take action like the universe is absolutely supporting you to make it happen. That's the real difference between having faith that works and having faith that doesn't work, right? I know a lot of people who have a lot of faith in their dreams and they're not doing anything about it. So they're still just having faith in their dreams and the faith is waning. So this is a time as the energy of Pisces, as this new moon is here, to plant your seeds of intention, to have not only the faith, but the trust, to have the vision here, what you're willing to commit to, what you're willing to be responsible for, bringing that vision into your life in this particular area. And it can be the same. It's around your children. You know, what new things are they taking on that you're needing to lean a little bit more into faith and trust to help them overcome. Also on the 20th, just a minute after we see this new moon occurring, we see Venus move into the energy of Aries. And I love this for you because it lights up the 6th house for you, Scorpio, daily routine. So you get a little spicy in the daily routine because it's Aries energy. But what I want you to keep in mind is that Venus in Aries, one of the ways that it can move in your 6th house, daily routines, health, wellness, including mental health and wellness, okay? But also in caring for someone. Or if you are self-employed or you have employees, it's the daily mundane dealing with these people, right? And if you are a freelance person, I'm also talking to you because this is about how you go acquire contracts, works, and things like that. But Venus in Aries can see it and be like, ooh, I see it, I spot it, I want it, I'm going to get it now. And then you go get it, but it's got a short attention span. So you go get it. You take on the contract. You go get the person. You go get the opportunity. You go conquer it all, right? You're spicy out there. And like 3 weeks later, you're going to decide you don't want it. You don't want it. You're not actually that interested in the commitment of keeping that. So I would tell you, Venus in a position of power in Aries, aggressively, assertively, confidently attracts. Venus is an attracting in energy. So put out, what do you want? This area is magnetized. So in your daily routine, what kind of harmony? What kind of finance? What kind of relationships? What kind of romance? What do you want in this area? Call it in with that faith, trust vibration very assertively, and then receive. Aggressively receive, right? Like this is where Venus is in power. I have Venus in Aries and I know all about go get it, clonk it over the head, make it love you in the love layer. Don't do that. It's petty. It doesn't work. And it's not Venus in the strongest position. Instead, the things that come to you, the things that you're attracted to until March 16th with Venus here, let it be an exploration. Let it be but a beginning of an exploration for you. And if it's really true, it's really going to stick, you really want it, by the time we get to March 16th, you will know, especially when Venus gets into Taurus, if this has sustainable quality to it, okay? So don't go out there writing any checks you're a little high and you can't cash. That's all I'm saying, because Venus is spicy over here. All right, my beautiful Scorpio friends, I hope you have a gorgeous month. I would love to hear about how things are manifesting for you, especially around this Pisces new moon. I would love to hear where you are showing up from the inside out. You're realizing that you're like, yeah, I need to apply more faith plus trust in my life to allow this area to expand and to really become the vision of greatness and the ideal that I would like to see. So let me know in the comment section, okay? All right, Scorpios, I love you, and I'll see you in March. Bye, everyone.